Welcome to the TrueRotarian Podcast. This podcast is specially designed for all the true Rotarians by a true Rotarian.
When I turned 50, I really
I repeat again, you don't look 50 even now.
I focus a lot on my health, my fitness, more than that, my mindset. And then I would show up for myself every day. The consistency is the key, which I feel, people do for some time and then they lack. The consistency is not there. Then showing up for yourself, even if it's for 10 minutes, but do that, and then you see the results. You're much more stronger, much more energetic, and you look and feel much more happier.
Wow.
And our body needs water. You can have infused water, coconut water, lemon water, but all these energy drinks and packaged food and juices, they're empty calories. There's just sugar in your body. Replace your evening snacks with nuts or with seeds, or maybe with and a fruit, and then an early dinner, and then go for a walk. I think that's a key to good health.
Well, that is not fair. You have not mentioned a glass of beer or glass of wine before your dinner. Welcome to TrueRotarian Podcast, a podcast where we celebrate stories of giving back to the society and ensuring to have a strong and a healthy community and a strong Bharat, where everyone is living healthy and a happier life. Today's episode is all about something that affects us all, our health. We are living in a very fast-paced world where meals are often come from our packets, and stress has become a routine. Eating right has never been more important. To guide us through the myths and truth of healthy eating, we have with us a very special guest, Mrs. Poonam Modi, a very well-known nutritionist and a wellness expert. She's a coach and who has helped countless people transform their health through a balanced nutrition. Welcome to the show, Poonamji.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
I believe you were traveling and you were back for this show?
Yes, absolutely. I came back last night, and thank you so much for having me here. I'm really so excited.
Oh, lovely. Welcome once again, Poonamji. You have seen so many podcasts. What do you have to say about them?
First of all, I'm super impressed by all your podcasts. I mean, really. And I really loved the one with on the skill center, on the skill development with Amit and Amit ji and Rima.
That's right. That's right.
I really loved that. And about the spirituality one, I loved that. And the happiness ones. So I think you bring a lot of flavor into all your podcasts and really inspiring.
Well, thank you so much. And how do you like coming to this show?
You can see my excitement. I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited. Thank you so much. It's really an honor for me.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Poonam is someone who walks her talk, and she believes that a good food alone is not enough. Habits and lifestyle, which is also very responsible to create a good and a perfect health. Her journey is deeply inspiring. When she turned 50 and was going through menopause, she completely transformed her fitness and nutrition, proving that there is no age to start feeling your best. Today, she helps build healthier relationship with food, manage their hormones, and feel strong from within. Well, Poonam, we are so looking forward to your wisdom and your practical insight on healthy health. In today's time, we see people eating out more, odd working hours, skipping meals. What do you think are the most common diets people sort of follow or people should follow?
So absolutely right. It's people are skipping meals. It's not only about professionals, it's about everyone. They're skipping meals to lose weight. They're skipping meals because they don't have time. I really feel that, skipping meals or not having time for meals is not a great idea. Ultimately, it's your body, it's your life. Skip meals, overeat in the next meal. So, and also our health is a culmination of our meals, of our hydration, movement, and our sleep. And we don't focus on any of them. When I turned 50, I like really wanted to rewrite my health story.
I repeat again, you don't look 50 even now.
I went through the menopause, and I focus a lot on my health, my fitness, more than that, my mindset. And what, and then I would show up for myself every day. The consistency is the key, which I feel, people do for some time and then they lack. The consistency is not there. Then showing up for yourself, even if it's for 10 minutes, but do that, and then you see the results. You're much more stronger, much more energetic, and you look and feel much more happier.
Wow. Well, Poonam, there is something that one hears every day. There are so many diets. There is keto, there is intermittent fasting, there is low carb. And how does one decide what is the right diet which works for an individual?
So all these diets you're talking about, they work, but for very short time until you stop. Because obviously they're not sustainable. If I tell you that to be on one nutrient for your whole life, it will not work for you. So it's very nice. It's always very healthy to have a balanced meal in which all the nutrients are there. If you let go of two nutrients and only focus on one nutrient, you will have deficiencies. And also, it's not about कि मैंने सिर्फ protein खा लिया, but you will need vegetables to assimilate that in your body. It's not about that you don't need carbs. It is what kind of things you have, what kind of carbohydrates you have. So
Right.
I really feel that in a balanced, sustainable meal, ask yourself, ये पूरी lifetime मैं कर लूँगा या कर लूँगी? हाँ, if the answer is yes, then please go ahead. But please treat your body like temples and don't like kind of quick results मत देखो हर एक चीज में.
Treat your body like a temple.
Yes.
Wow, what a profound statement. That is where one is very disciplined when you go to a temple. That means when you are talking about your
Yes.
body and your health,
Yes.
you have to be very disciplined.
Very disciplined.
Now tell me, how does stress play an important role in your eating habits?
Massive, I would say. Stress, that means your fight and flight mode is on. Digestion goes for a toss. It stops basically. Cortisol level rises. Blood sugar spikes happens. And then your brain starts finding comfort. And now in what comfort? In what? Sugary and processed food. कभी भी नहीं ऐसा होता कि स्ट्रेस में हमें कुछ सैलेड खाने का मन कर रहा है. बिकॉज दैट्स अ रिवॉर्ड द ब्रेन वॉन्ट्स टू गिव इतना स्ट्रेस लेने से. सो what happens? Weight gain, inflammation in the body. So and then you will say कि हाँ stress अगर हम बोलेंगे मत लो तो ऐसा नहीं होता है. You need to manage your stress. You need to deep breathe. You need to hydrate well. Go for a nature's walk. So these are the things you can do for yourself.
Wow. Let's come to the basic, simple, practical changes that an average person can make with regard to his daily life to stay healthy.
So the best thing I'll say is, first is hydration. Take care of your hydration because here is what everyone is lacking. We focus a lot on food, which is very right. But how do we have it? Are we having that rushed meal? Are we having a meals with the phone? We are talking on the phone, we are working, we are having a meals, we are going, we are running, we are having a meals. And it's always like that. So, and also a balanced meal, not eating out of packages or, okay, I'll skip a meal and eat something which I really want, maybe a package or maybe the food that does not give you any nutrients. So I would really say that, take care. Your food is your fuel. So if you're taking care of the fuel in your car, should you not be taking care of the food, of the fuel, what you are feeding yourself?
True.
And of course, the movement and sleep, paramount.
So that means balanced food, timely food.
Yes.
And, a walk.
And sleep.
And sleep. which are important to maintaining a good health.
Absolutely. And they all go hand in hand. You can't say कि एक कर लिया, दो को पीछे छोड़ दिया, ऐसे नहीं होता है.
Poonam, there is one more thing which in today's world, many people skip breakfast because they are busy. They have late dinners because they are busy again in their office or in the social media or many other things. How harmful is the fact that we miss meals or we have late dinners?
So, skipping meals, see, if you're not hungry, that's another thing. But if you're hungry, you're skipping meals because you want to lose weight or you don't have time, it's not a great idea, because ultimately you will eat and then you will overeat. And then your body, it goes, it makes your body go into that craving zone. And then you will eat food that is not serving you right. And for late dinners, once in a while I understand, and we all understand about some pressures in the work or something, but it should not form a pattern. And if you're having late, then you have to see, then you have light meals, like maybe a dal soup with vegetable or something like with a protein and a vegetable. Because एक तो रात को our body needs detoxifying, repair, और हम उसको digestion में लगा देते हैं. So there should be a 2-3 hours gap between our dinner and our sleep.
People are saying today that, to stay healthy, one of the best practice is to have dinner before the sunset. And even Sadhguru, I remember having heard him many times, he says the same thing, that you have to have your last meal of the day before the sun sets.
Absolutely. Our body runs by the circadian rhythm. Sun की movement से हमारी body होती है. I myself, try to finish my food by 7. Of course, if I'm going out socially, that's another thing. But our body is always aligning with the universal forces. So, eating our food before sunset or by 7:38 latest, you see, you can then you don't have to say, oh, I'm not only going to eat vegetables. You eat your complex carbohydrates, you eat your protein, vegetables, everything, and you'll digest your food well. Go for a nice small walk, stroll, and then you see, how your body revives and how it answers to you.
Wow. Now, you mentioned about hydration a couple of times in your introduction. How important it is to hydrate, and what are your thoughts about packaged juices, soft drinks?
So hydration is paramount to good health. You know what? If we don't hydrate, also, जो cravings होती ना, that's more because of the hydration and less about the hunger. And our body needs water. You can have infused water, coconut water, lemon water, but all these energy drinks and packaged food and juices, they're empty calories. There's just sugar in your body. उस समय तो you will get energetic, एकदम high energy आ जाएगी, but ultimately they will lead you to dehydration. इतना sugar और वो लेंगे तो वो body dehydrate ही करेगी.
So what you're saying is that you have infused water, you have coconut water, and you have plain water.
Yes, absolutely.
And then you stay healthy and avoid these cold drinks and things like that.
Absolutely. And you don't need, a body does not need, उसको और process करना पड़ता है. Your body does not need them at all.
What is the suggestion which you'll give to an ordinary individual who sort of does not want to put on weight, and he wants to sort of have a balanced diet from morning till evening? Can you just throw a little light on that?
Yes, absolutely.
When we get up in the morning,
you get up in the morning, have a glass of water, 1 or 2 glass of water or anything, warm water. I always start my day with warm water. And then please go for your exercise, walk, workout, whatever you want to. It doesn't matter कि ये करना है, वो करना है. And then, start your day with a healthy fat, soaked nuts, and then depending on your day schedule, have a fruit and a light breakfast. Majorly, something with the protein and a vegetable. And then in between, have your water, keep on hydrating yourself, and a nice simple meal for lunch. And then, of course, replace your evening snacks with nuts or with seeds, or maybe with and a fruit. And then an early dinner. And then go for a walk. I think that's a key to good health.
Well, that is not fair. You have not mentioned a glass of beer or glass of wine before your dinner. That is, I'm sure, a lot of my fellow friends who are watching our show are going to get very upset. Ki how come Poonam ji has not mentioned a glass of beer or a glass of wine before the meal?
Please have it, but only on weekends. Don't do it every day. I
Okay.
always tell you that. And then, of course, have a nice, good, healthy snack. Have a good protein and a vegetable snack with it, rather than having a fried. Usually when you see that when you're socializing, drinking, all the snacks are fried. Go for a nice, egg salad or maybe a moongfali or a sprout salad. Nourish yourself with all this and a nice, good meal, and then you're good to go. Have whatever you want to have.
Is it true that late night eating can result in people putting on weight?
Absolutely. So it's also about, sometimes your work schedule is that you're not, it doesn't permit you to have early dinners or something. But then now your choice of food really matters, what you're eating at night, because whatever you're eating, it needs digestion. And that time, your night, basically, your body is reviving itself. So it's very important, it's not what you are eating. So please take care of, your meals are very light if you have to eat late.
Okay. Now, people think that all fats are bad. Can you share your thoughts on what is a good fat and what are the various bad fats?
Absolutely. हमने फैट्स को ना villains बना दिया है.
Millions बना दिया.
But I always start my day with a healthy fat. All these avocados, nuts, seeds, extra virgin olive oil, coconut, they all are very healthy fat, and our body needs them. Our cells need them. Our hormones are made off of them. For our brain health, for our skin, and even so many vitamins are absorbed because of the fats. They need fats to be absorbed. Definitely, you should include all these fats in your diet. What we should take care of are the bad fats, which are the trans fats, the fried foods, the foods coming out of packaged, the packets. They are the fats which are harmful. So instead of, we pop up a packet very fast, not realizing of the trans fats in them.
Okay.
And especially in the fried food, the oil keeps on, keep on having that oily, that fried food again and again. The oil becomes hydrogenated. We should really take care of that.
You see, this reminds me when we were young, our grandmother, or even for that matter, a mom, used to make fresh lunch, fresh dinner, just a few hours before eating, and obviously the breakfast was always fresh. And what is it that today, with modernization and convenience of a refrigerator and all that, and deep freezers, we freeze our food and then we microwave it and have it? What do you have to say on that?
So, nowadays our world has become of convenience because everyone's working, everyone's need to do a lot in such a short time. So here the convenience comes. Even I would say that, you cannot replace a fresh meal, definitely. There is no two doubts about it. But yes, if your work is like that, if you're single handling everything, then you can make the right choices, of storing your food in a right way and then eating. So of course, and then having a fresh salad along with it. So that will make a huge difference.
Okay.
Yeah, and maybe having, something like a egg or maybe a nice good plant-based protein with it. So that
So what you're
makes sense.
saying is basically the theory of our grandmother and our mothers to cook fresh food is definitely much better than
Absolutely.
frozen food or a packaged food.
Absolutely, it goes without saying.
Fantastic.
And रखने के बाद भी इतने enzymatic changes होते हैं food में. So the fresh food is always full of more nutrients.
Right. Now, is it okay to take supplements or should all the nutrients come from the food? Because today, one is hearing, one is seeing the advertisements about the supplements available and people are getting hooked on to that.
Absolutely. So I would always say, as a nutritionist, that food will always come first. But now supplements, if you are having deficiencies or if you need that extra nutrient for some reason, please, we should have supplements, especially for a vitamin D, B12, omega-3, protein, depending on what our body needs. Now, secondly, I've seen so many of my clients just popping up pills, over the counter. Someone said, you are taking something, a guy is taking something, a female will say, okay, oh, I can see that results, I'll take it. Everybody is different, we need to understand. So depending on your nutrient deficiency, we should take the supplements. It's a bridge. It cannot replace your real or a wholesome food.
Okay. Now, what is the advice which you would like to give it to the young mothers in the age of junk food about their children's diet?
So the children will always follow your example. You cannot say something and do something. At this age, help children form a connection with food. And it will only happen if you have a connection with food. So make them go shopping, food shopping, cook with them. And if they want to have, and they will have their burgers, their pizzas, absolutely fine. Serve them a kala chana chaat along with it, or maybe anything healthy which has protein and a little vegetable with it, whatever they like. Also, children will always love, interesting, colorful food. So I think parents should always understand to make it a part of their diet, cook together, and more than that, have meals together. It really makes a lot of difference, when you're all eating together.
When you're eating together, obviously you're not looking at your phone and eating,
yes,
right?
Absolutely. Phone screens, yes. Thank you so much, Hemantji. Screens are a big no, whether it's a child or it's adult. The India is really, it's becoming an obesity capital. Only because, children are overfed, looking at screens, and, they're just eating mindlessly. They're not forming a connection.
The mother's concern is the food has to come in.
Yes.
You take the iPad, son, and let me just keep on feeding you.
Yes,
So that's not good.
No, that's not good, because no one understands that this, when they grow big and then they become insulin insensitive, all these illnesses, disease starts creeping in.
So we've spoken about the children, we have spoken about their mothers. Let's talk about the senior citizens. As we grow older, obviously our metabolism becomes a little weak. Any particular special advice to the senior citizens or who are nearing senior citizen category, how their food habits should be?
Yeah, definitely. When you age, your metabolism slows, your digestion becomes little slow, but your nutrient intake has to be there. So it's always nice to take care of your, then supplement your vitamin D, B12, and have frequent meals, small meals, easy digestible meals, but nutrient rich.
Okay.
That's really paramount. And also the hydration. So many times I see that you don't feel the need to have water because the movement is also less. So movement, hydration, and taking care of the nutrients in small frequent meals really helps a lot.
Poonam, any message or suggestion to our viewers about eating habits, about how the entire process of taking your health seriously, like you mentioned, you should treat your body as a temple. Would you like to elaborate and give our final suggestions to our audience?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Yes, I would say that, good health is not, it doesn't come in a day. So don't be don't look for quick results and, shortcuts. Be consistent. I would always say that consistency is the key. Make small steps, small changes every day. Like, maybe just having an extra glass of water, or maybe those 10 minutes more exercise or walk what you do. And maybe that, adding one wholesome meal in your day. So these small steps leads to bigger results. And you will see, eventually your health, you will start seeing those results in your life. Add movement to your day. Even if, it's a stretch every hour. It's a small walk, not a walk, but, just from here to there, or a stretch, or just a calf muscle movement. and deep breathe a lot. I really feel a lot of difference, because that's a connection you make with yourself. And when you look at your plate, when you eat, just ask yourself, is it serving me? And when you ask that question, and you will answer it yourself. But don't try to, be a don't try to be a perfect person. Try to have small consistent changes, I would say. And that's the mantra what I follow. And I would also like to add that there is no age when you can start with your health. It doesn't matter what age you are. And if I can do it, even you can. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, Poonam, for coming to our show and talking about one of the most important things in life is a good diet. Your message reminds us that a healthy body is the first step towards leading a happy and a healthy life. Friends, let's remember we cannot pour water from an empty cup. Let's take care of our health so that we can continue caring for others. Till we meet next time again, stay healthy, stay kind, and keep spreading the true Rotarian spirit of giving back to the society. If you have a story to tell or a project to discuss, please do write to us. We will be more than happy to call you on our show and share your stories. Thank you so much, and Jai Hind.